It's such a trip.
The trip out on the trip that you is a trip. But the trip is not going on. That's why we need to have this talk. That's why we need to sit there. That's why we need to you be gone on the trip. Yeah. I mean, you're a trip. I mean that nicely. Yeah. I mean, you really gonna be like, you be deep into your conversation now. And when I say conversation, because I can say conversation, I'm saying because that's how deep you into it. I gotta listen to you. I find myself have to really listen to what it is you say.
I tell people all the
sense, my brother.
I talk to people all the time, and I tell people, I say, just because I'm smiling at me, and I'm like bullshitting, like, yeah, usually I'm smiling.
Yeah, what you say, you 48?
Yeah, 48. Yeah.
How old are you?
48.
This is my brother.
I mean, 47, I'll be 48.
That's why y'all act so much alike.
Okay,
now y'all 48, you see that push me out, blah, 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 blah.
See, we know each other what, 7th, 8th grade?
Yeah, 8th grade.
About 8th grade. That's 24 years I got on y'all.
We know each other since 8th grade.
Yeah,
we just grew up.
And y'all put me in between y'all. Y'all think y'all gonna give me?
No.
I'm promote y'all.
No, you the wisdom, bro.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
We need this energy right here in the middle. That's why
I said. Hey, I caught on. That's what I'm saying. I'm catching on. I caught on what we're doing.
I take that old school
evening, and he kept on going, and when he making sure he didn't go too high. It's already done with it. That's right.
That's
how I told too.
Yeah, that's how
we make it happen.
Don't get me wrong. Hey, don't get me wrong.
No, anyway, we cut the shit off.
I know that. I saw what I was saying is I'm just catching on to the way y'all was maneuvering it. He know me. I'll jump on the subject real quick. Because of that wisdom, because see, when my brothers are talking, and they're figuring things and what it is that they got to do. It's a trial and true process we go through.
Right.
You understand? And some processes I've already been through, and I got words that might help you. You see, I see what he's talking about. I ain't got to eat that bone. You know what I mean? I already got the meat from him because he already, unless you just want to get fat.
Right.
Let me tell you a little bit. And that's what I was looking at it as. As you said, I'm a wisdom. You know what I mean? But sometimes I need to sit back and listen to y'all too to make sure what it is that I'm saying.
Basically, how you be breaking it down is the same way we break it down, but you breaking it down your way.
Your own way.
What you seen back in the day, because we weren't there in them times. So you give us a lot of experience, something we don't know now, brother. This is what happened. I was there at that time.
Yeah.
We wasn't even born, then.
Yeah, and all I'm saying, and me right now, like for me, like you said, my kids call me a hybrid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on that new shit.
I got 24 years.
You know what I mean? I'm on that old shit, but
before y'all even came in the world.
Yeah. I'm on that.
A lot of that stuff had already gone and passed, which is helpful. That's why I keep on trying to say, the newer shouldn't be a hindrance to the elderly, because the elderly is a helpmate for the younger ones. Only thing is that sometimes they forget that them old still need to know that so that they can communicate with you. Like I used to say back in the day when rap music first came out, because of Temptations and everybody else, this is what we listened to. Our songs and what was being said was just like that. When rap music started coming out, it first came out, we understood that the song that they were saying and what they were saying, because they were saying about how lazy we was and what we didn't do, and we trying to say, man, we ain't gonna listen to that junk because y'all don't know what we really went through. Why you think you were able to do what you do now? You know what I mean? Right. But when it started getting to the point where we couldn't understand what it is you saying, that was the separate. And we said, the first thing we saying that we supposed to be making it more unified, making understanding that, hey man, okay, y'all elderlies didn't do as much as we feel as though you should have did, but make it so that we can understand each other when we're talking to each other.
What we accomplished today, like on this sleep, is We accomplished exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
And that's what you didn't know. We kind of slipped that on you.
What?
Like,
What?
get this,
You
get
just
this.
said.
Exactly what you said. We just showed to everybody that there was difference in lingo and conversation, but when every
right
topic
age.
we ended up understanding and agreeing on every single topic.
This is what.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, I caught on.
That's
that.
what everybody else is catching. That's why we do this.
And this is why it's more beneficial to us as black men and the Superman, as we call ourselves, should be, because we have a big group out there that needs to understand that we can talk, we can get together, we can conform, and we can work together and unify together to make it better for all of us, even though we have our quirks and have our little differences. In the mainstream of everything, we have our unity.
And it's okay to not understand.
You got them right. That's why we're here to ask each other questions, but we can teach
It's
each other.
okay to
Don't
not
give
understand.
up.
It's okay to not understand.
Don't give up.
And
Trying to get them understanding.
and being able to admit that is a superpower.
Yep. Because, like you said, as we sit here, as we speaking now, I talk to Kwame on how to teach, you know, calm my anger. Like I tell him how to calm his anger. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways we can do different things. We don't have to take it to a certain level when you don't have to.
And Sleep called me and I give a label for it. Sleep called me and I find a label for it. So you can look it up. You know what I'm
I
saying?
tell you, because, you know what I'm saying?
And understand it.
Y'all brothers show me, like I said, a lot of things y'all show me, because I look at a lot of shit negative, you know, y'all be different. Y'all be like, no, see, you can't look at it like that. You gotta look at it like this. And I be looking like, no, I don't know that. But y'all tell me something different.
We all teaching each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You don't know how much calmer
You know what I mean?
since I met you that I've gone. Man, I might understand that this is the way things might be done, and I've been through these situations and I know about that. But see, putting them into practice is two different things. Knowing it and putting it in practice, they just say, G.I. Joe, I know the problem. But putting that shit into work so that problem can be fixed is another thing. Being patient with yourself and sticking to this is what you have shown me. You see what I'm saying? So it's about us all showing each other.
Sleepy
You know what I'm
taught me how to treat motherfucker accordingly. I just put words to it.
Yo, he tried.
Sleepy taught me how to treat motherfuckers accordingly. I just put words to it.
When he was showing me that, I was trying to show him sometimes them motherfuckers don't even know what they doing. So in the course of what you gonna get in return from your time spent catching them right and teaching them what they're not right at, you gotta add a little bit more to it. I'm not saying he didn't treat him accordingly. I'm just saying he gotta add a little bit more to him for the ones that's working.
Yeah, well, like I said,
I feel you.
You know,
that.
Not treating because people play on you, bro.
See,
You gotta hate people different. No,
Hey,
and I'm just tired. I just got tired of you try to treat everybody, you know what I'm saying, the way you want to be treated. They'll walk on you. No, ain't nobody gonna walk on
You know what the polar opposite twin is?
Uh-uh.
Like polar opposite.
Nah.
Alright, so you feel you got two ends of the world, right? You got North Pole, South Pole.
Yeah.
You got one of them gonna be cold and one of them gonna be like warm, right?
I know.
But the thing about it, they still in the same position. They gonna do same shit. They just do different shit.
Yeah.
That's me and Sleep.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean,
That's how me and Sleep, we polar opposite twins. We
Went through the same lane, but went around different blocks.
different blocks. Nah. It's a trip.
But see, you understand, I get in the word sometimes, you know, and did you say polar?
Polar opposite.
Opposite. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm looking at the North Pole and the South Pole, and I know in magnets, you know what I mean? You can't never get them together, so that's the total opposite right there. I gotta think on what y'all said about y'all, so a little bit more. I'm looking a little bit deeper in there. I don't want to fuck with y'all in a minute about it. I don't like messing with people. See, the intelligence thing is really good, but sometimes you gotta throw some fun in there. Like he used to tell me I laugh too much, I make too many jokes.
sometimes you just gotta be serious. Sometimes it's cool to be funny, but sometimes be serious. I wouldn't say it like that because I'm saying because when you do that, put you a certain type of way. So sometimes you gotta put your foot down and be serious.
and it's good funny you said that because you already know me, Sleep.
Yeah.
I'm a community guy. I smile no matter what.
Yeah.
So I literally have to tell them, don't take my spot kindly. You know what I'm saying? I verbally have to tell them, don't take my spot kindly. I mean, and that's how I live my life. Mm-hmm. Across my thing, I tell them nicely too. No, you don't take my spot kindly. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'll say it with some fucking care and shit.
You being real.
Don't get twisted.
Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't weakness.
I'm not talking about that. Most definitely.
Yeah, but that's what
that's
people
some
do.
different people that don't know that's obvious man and obvious boy scenario. When you're amongst a bunch of men, things are just supposedly taken for granted. Even that sometimes you got to put them straight too. You understand what I'm saying? But on the average is you take for granted. This side, you for that. Them
motherfuckers understand.
I joke. I get serious. I'm serious when I'm serious, but sometimes to me, being serious all the time is a pain in the ass because you ain't gonna do shit right now. So be serious when it's time. You know what I'm saying?
Consistency.
You know what I'm saying?
Being consistent.
I sit up here and I joke to it, but sometimes I get a little overwhelming. But that's why I have my brother here. So when I'm doing it, he pulls me back. Like he said, he noticed the difference in me. I used to sit up there and take things too much sensitively. Now, get my ass back out of that real quick.
Yeah, because you take the scissors. And the thing is, you take the scissors, that motherfucker don't even give a fuck about you that much.
But see, see, my thing is, I don't really give a rat's tail people about them. I'm doing about what I'm about. It's all about how I feel.
It's your journey.
It's your journey. The only thing is, I get pissed off when I do something and get jammed by it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the whole thing, man.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just me.
Our personal stuff has nothing to do these days, man.
But I'm saying that's what I allow happen. My personal stuff has something to do with me. You know what I mean? But sometimes I try my best not to push nobody else into that. This is me dealing with who I am, and that's giving me more understanding of who I am as I go through that junk, and then seeing it and then backing up on it. Lets me know I am still in control. And I love being in control of me.
You're supposed to.
And I haven't been in control for a while, and I love what I'm starting to see me back as.
That's good, man.
You know,
that's what's up. Hey,
what people don't understand, talking to men.
Did you wrap that all up as purpose?
Talking to men, keep men on their toes.
Purpose.
You understand what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of people say, iron sharpen iron. Really?
Iron does sharpen iron. That's how that goes. Iron sharpens iron, dog. We don't mean we gotta be completely alike, but real iron that sharpens iron learn from each other. It ain't no spark because they learn from each other.
You understand what I mean? Iron know iron, bird know what fur just like them. You know, if he goes over and messes with a robin, the pigeon go mess with a robin, he know what he doing. But that's only because the same tweet he's singing sounds like his treat that he's singing. Right. But he's still gonna go back to the pigeon, he's gonna go back to the robins. Because they sharpen each other to keep them on their own tracks.
Right.
So that's why I say men understand men. Iron sharpen iron. Men gonna stand up and be talking on the same rooms. Right. If they don't understand each other today, they will understand each other tomorrow.